want to give a shout out to young fella Darryl George uh, about the state of Texas and the Crown Act of the law, I guess, there in Texas saying they didn't violate the Crown Act. But anyway, let's go to American history. Let's go to the Journal of Christopher Columbus, 1492, October 11th. I'm going to find a part. Let's go right here. Their hair is short and coarse, almost like the hairs of a horse's tail. They wear their hairs, some of them had the beady hairstyle, some of them had the good hair, you want to call it. They wear their hairs brought down to their eyebrows, except a few locks behind, okay, which they wear long and never cut. Okay, so the history, the Indians, right? We are the Americans, we are the quote unquote Indians that were found here by the Europeans, not Africans. So this goes all the way back in history, right? American history, where hair was power. Our hair was powerful, and so that right there is one example. They paint themselves black, and they are the color of the Canarians, neither black or white. So if the Indians that Christopher Columbus encountered in the West Indies were neither black nor white, they were the color of the Canarians of the Canary Islands, meant they were brown skinned. Okay, so I got this. I wish I could have been more organized with this, but I'm going to go over to the history of Orange County. Okay, New York, which was called New Netherland back in the day. Here, the Indians of the Hudson, probably all in North America, tested the white man's liquor. Okay, let's go down here. Here we go. Let's go down here. Hudson wrote that some of the Indians whom he met along the river wore mantles of feathers and good furs. Actually, I'm going to let you know this is my ancestors. My mother's side of the family from Orange County, New York. The Indians, once I first was reading the story, I didn't know, until, later on or whatever, that this is my family. Hey, okay, so let me finish. Wore mantles of feathers and good furs, and that the women came to the ship with hemp, having red copper tobacco pipes, copper neck ornaments. Verrazano, who sailed along the North American coast 33 years after Hudson's expedition, said the Indians were dressed out in feathers of birds of various colors. He mentioned 2 kings who came aboard the ship to Narragansett Bay as more beautiful in stature than can probably be described, and characterized them as types of the race. One wore a deerskin around his body, artificially wrought in damask colors. His hair was tied back in knots. So Daryl, my man, once we learn this American history, you understand why. They fear you. Like I said, your hair is power. And around his neck was a chain with different shades of color. The natives who accompanied the chiefs were of middle stature, broad across the breast, strong in the arms, and well formed. All right, but we want to go down to the part again where it says his hair was tied back in knots. Okay, all right, let's go over here. So now we getting somewhere, right? So we just did the Journal of Christopher Columbus, and we just did the history of Orange County, New York, about the Indians' hair tied back in knots. And then in Christopher Columbus Journal, same thing. Okay, let's go back to it. Let's see. Yeah, locks. A few locks, except a few locks behind. Wow. Ain't that something? Okay. All right, Darryl George. Let's see here, my man. Let's go to America, being an accurate description of the new world. Um, Let me see. Does that have? It has a description of the colors. The Indians, the Indians in Maryland are people generally of straight, able, and well-proportioned bodies, something exceeding the ordinary. The S's look like F's, F, F's, exceeding the ordinary pitch of the English. Their complexion swarthy. See, and like I said, when we went to Columbus's journal said they were the color of they were neither black nor white, but the color of the Canarians of the current Canary Islands, which means they were brown skinned. And we're going to go to Virginia in this book called America, and they're going to describe them as the color tawny, as you can see right here. Where is this thing at? Right there with it. See, it says tawny. Okay. So like that is that right there. So it's a little disorganized, but we're gonna get there here. Okay. All right, let's go to Virginia. Let's go to okay, we went to history of Orange County. And let's go to Virginia. I feel like I'm skipping something, but there's the issue with your braids is striking fear because it reminds them of when they first came to America. It reminds them of your ancestors, not the Africans. You're American. So it reminds them of those Indians that they killed and stole the land from. So there's a whole lot behind that. So I'm letting you know, you need to holler at me on my blog, American Archives, AMERICANARCHIVEZ, American Archives. But anyway, so let's go to Virginia. Which way is? Oh God, I gotta go back here and go all the way back and find out where Virginia. Chapter 3, First Discovery of America. That's another chapter 3, First Discovery of America, Christopher Columbus and his expedition. This is a book called America by John Ogilvy, 1671. Was published in 1671, man. Man, I'm trying to tell you, this is what they don't teach you in these schools. You see what I'm saying? That's why they don't want to teach you. Look at this. A description of America. Then I'm going to go all the way back here. And I'm going to show you. That's where I need to be anyway. Look at here. Let me make this smaller. You see that quote unquote black man under America? There was a race of people found here by the Europeans. They called Aborigines Indians. Look at that. They were called America. That's a brother. All right. So there were three in the early America in 1790. You had the free whites, you had the slaves, and you had the Indians. Free. They were already free. We weren't slaves, so don't talk about no reparations and all that bull crap. That ain't got nothing to do with us, and it's a trick anyway. Okay, let's go to, where's Virginia on here? Let me make this bigger so I can see better. Let's see here. Let's go to Virginia. No, it should be right here then. Hey man, where you at? Where you at, baby? Carolina, Florida. Let's go back here. Okay, here's Virginia, page 192. Let's go to 192. 192. Baltimore style, right? All right, let's go to 192, 186, 192. Oh, this don't skip all the way. Did it skip Virginia? Oh, there go Virginia right there, but it look like it skipped some of it. Situation of Virginia. Okay, now it skips all the way to 238. Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do something on Virginia, but it describes the inhabitants of Virginia as the color brown, Browne, and I think it said they had locks also. Let me. Okay, if it does, I just had. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can. Let's see if it's over here. Rivers. I don't know if this is Virginia, part of Virginia. The chief of those tribes of division of people among the Indians that were known to the English. Let's get the description. Of the Indians, the so-called Black and African Americans. Look at the, oh, this is tough. This is tough right here. I like this one. Look at the cut. Look at the skin tone. Right? Oh, man. Look at the people in there. Those are quote-unquote black people they call African Americans and blacks now. Those are the Indians. You see they're brown. Look at this one here. That's Chief Powhatan, supposed to be Pocahontas' dad. Chief Powhatan. Charge of what? 10 or 5 Aboriginal tribes? Yeah, so this is still Virginia right here. But I'm trying to find a part where it describes them. Oh, here we go. Verdant complexions and the relation of Captain Smith being taken prisoner by Powhatan. Ooh. Of his being delivered from death by his daughter Pocahontas. She saved his life. Daddy don't kill him. But when they came to Jamestown, it's a long time ago, man. See? It's debunks all that other stuff. Anyway. What map is this? I don't know what map that is. Anyway, I'll find. Here we go. Indians of Virginia, stature, complexion, different. Here we go. The Indians of Virginia in stature, complexion. Remember, Maryland said they were swarthy and tawny, and disposition differ very little from those of Maryland. Their laws and customs, their ways of living, apparel, their religion, money, and manner, burial are the same in both places. Yet the Indians far exceed those of Maryland. Okay, let's see. Of the Indians. Come on, man. Must be here. Description, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to that because we taking too long trying to find that. Yeah, it's taking too long. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's taking too long. Okay, yeah, so I'll show you that later where it says they were the color brown and had locks or whatever. But anyway, yeah, Darryl, so like that's what it's all about, bro. All right, I'll talk with you.